I always explain to volunteers and kennel workers alike that one of the most positive things you can do for a dog is engagement training. So here's a puppy that was completely out of control inside the kennel that I took out, and you can see he's still pretty much out of control and wild here, but noticing that he has an amazing amount of food drive can build a great deal of engagement. You'll see that in this short video. I'll work with him for about, I think this video is about six and a half minutes long. And without cutting away, I just want to show you how I go through this whole system of training, engaging, rewarding, and teaching. So you can see that the basic commands, sit, down, come, and stand as well. We'll touch on that here. So you see a little food between the legs. Dog goes to a down, immediately gets rewarded. Walk away, dog comes, we push him into a down. And what we're doing there is the dog goes into what's called a concertina down. So we put the food between the dog's front legs, and obviously the shoulders go down first. And then when we push the butt down, it gets rewarded for the completion of the down. This is basic engagement here, getting the dog to look at me, focus, not move, not look at the cameraman. Here he looks at a piece of food that fell, and looks at me, gets rewarded again. Here, that's the down, push the butt down. As you'll notice, actually I'm going to show you that once again slow motion. So here, see the dog takes the food and I just tap his butt down, immediately reward him. Dog engages, push, little butt down. And my idea is to keep this dog focused on me, and that's going to happen by food, food, food. Here I'm trying to get the dog to stand. So from a sit, we tap the belly, dog stands. Those are basically the three positions we try to teach all dogs: sit, down, and stand. And again, this is an exercise any obedience trainer would do, and it's something that almost anybody can do in the shelter. Watch the exercise. The dog comes over, we get him to follow the hand, we give him food, he puts his shoulders down, we teach him to put his butt down. Through gentle pushing, there's no hitting here, there's no force whatsoever. Dog follows the hand, dog gets rewarded. As you can see here, the dog is completely focused on me, completely focused on engaging, on getting food, on playing, on training, and also you see me here handling his mouth quite a bit. And here he gets playful, which is totally puppy, and I'm not allowing him to be playful. So by pushing him back, pushing back makes the dog come forward more. Letting him be mouthy. I don't want to curb any of these drives in the dog, I want him to work through them. And you can see that he doesn't get rewards for them, but he gets rewards when he's still. So here we go, following the leash, following the left leg. And you see the dog's trying to pull away, but we keep playing with him. And once he gets the leash in his mouth, we just tell him no, we correct him for that. Something we don't want to deal with. Just gently tapping it, tapping it. When he lets go, which you will here in a second, we reward immediately. Reward, reward, reward. And again, let's get him back, following the left leg. And this is a basic way that we teach a formal heel and obedience. Getting the dog back, and he follows the food. Now watch, as he follows the food, he'll now follow the left leg, which is very, very, very close to the food. Starts to take left turns. Dog keeps focused on the food, therefore focused on the leg, and we're going to give him a break in 1 second there. I really can't imagine anything that's more fun than taking a puppy out of a kennel and doing all this training here. So I hope that you'll see the benefits in doing this. This is, like I said, 6.5 minutes worth of training. I think altogether this may have been 10 minutes I had the dog out. But how much more beneficial is this for this dog than taking him on a half-hour walk and getting nothing out of it? Because this dog on a walk would just pull and pull and be destructive and annoying. Where here, he's actually learning. He engages, he gets rewards. And look at him go here. He's back to playing, back to sitting, obedience. And for a dog to have this kind of obedience is rare, but when you find it, you'll see it's often lost in self-destructive behaviors, where the dog wants to just jump around a kennel or jump around a yard and play with something or tear something apart. And shifting that energy, focusing that energy into playing, into training, into interacting with a human. There we go, he tried to get away, just step on a leash and immediately reward again. So shifting that energy into interaction with a person is just the best thing you can do for this dog. And I know this dog was adopted within a day or two of this. I think someone may have seen the video we did. And you can see the complete personality of this dog is just amazing. Look at his ears, look at his tail, his focus on me, because he's getting treats. And I really think that this is the only way to train these dogs in the shelter, puppies especially, is just using all positive reward-based training, making this experience for him. This 10-minute experience outside of his kennel will last him all day. He'll be thinking about it the rest of the day and into the night. And if it can be repeated once a day, a dog like this would be perfectly trained when he got out of the kennel, out of the shelter. So just watch a few more minutes of this. And you see the dog's not jumping up on me anymore, but tends to stop. There's the recall command. Oh, I spoke too soon about jumping up on me. But you see he stops immediately. And here we go again. Perfect sit, perfect recall, or as we call it, a come command. Hup. And again, that's the behavior we try to ignore, because the more we engage the jumping up on us, the more the dog is going to interact with us on that. So when dogs jump up, we try to either move forward or ignore the behavior. But kneeing to the chest or yanking on them really does very little to curb the dog from doing it, because it is an engagement the dog is looking for. We want to reward the positive action. We want to reward the dog with a treat or praise or a toy when he doesn't do the action. So jumping up on me doesn't get him the reward, whether it's pushing him or anything, but now he's just going to have fun. And there's one fun day of training at the shelter with one happy dog.